Well, hello again. Good to see all of you today. Those that join me today, we're going to be looking at some things that just keep me busy in my retirement years, as it turns out. I've already been working on the beds. You'll show that here in a second. Gotten some beds ready to get started with some of that. Potato boxes next week, probably by the weekend. And next week I will be planting my potatoes. And so that's one thing I've got on my mind right now, is getting that ready. Of course, the other thing on my mind are the chickens, and I have to deal with them every single day. So I'm going to take a look at those this morning too and have you come along with me. So here we go. Let's jump in. Good morning, girls. Yeah, come on over here. I'll get you some chicken. I'll get you some scratch. Yeah, look at here. Look at there. Woo-wee. Good times today. Y'all cleaning this up pretty good over here since I've locked you into this portion of the yard. Yeah, you're doing real good. Doing real good. Of course, part of it is seeing what I've got in the way of eggs. Hey, girl. Look at you. Yeah. You're setting? You got anything in there? Nope, not yet. Still laying. Okay. Nothing yet today. All right. They've been working hard the last 2 days. I've got right at 2 dozen eggs since the weekend out of these 8 girls. You got water's looking good. I'll bring you some more later. But you know, if you're like me and you don't have a lot to keep you busy, if you got a place to put them, I think chick days are about to be taking place right now, or right in the middle of now, at most Tractor Supply stores. But that's where I got all of these but the white one. I bought her several years ago from a lady. But the rest of them I've gotten over the couple of last 2 years, I guess. Yeah. So they're good. They do good. They're all laying. So I'm getting potentially 8 eggs a day, but I'm not getting that much. I'm usually getting 6, maybe 5. But you know, that's one thing you can do to keep you busy and keep you happy in your retirement years. And like me, I never thought I'd get chickens. But once you start kind of falling in love with them, and you like dealing with them, and they love coming around talking to you. So they're strange how they work. And some days they let you pet them, and some days they don't. So you just let them deal with them. But anyway, that's one thing I'm doing every day, is feeding them, making sure they got water, and getting their eggs. So that gives you like a routine almost every day. You got to get out and get doing that. But let me get over here and work on some other stuff I've got to do today. And what I've done today, as you can see right here on this front half of the garden where I'm standing, I got my walkways, which is the black plastic you see down. I got all that swept off where the chickens had scratched and threw dirt all up in them. and about covered up some of them. So, but I got all that cleaned up, got it all looking good and ready to put down the that other tarp, that tarp on the back half over there. That's my killing the grass tarp and the weeds. So I may rotate that back over here one more time and then do this same process on the back half of cleaning that off and getting those beds ready. So more on that later, but I'm out here dreaming and it's not going to be too much longer. So we're just sticking it there with me. This is just the first steps. I'm getting all these, well, it ain't the first step. Planning was the first step. But now it's just getting these beds ready for what's to come. All right, here we go, working on the potato boxes and trying to get these things turned over. And with the thoughts of potato planting next week, if the weather holds out okay and we don't get freezing cold again, but potatoes don't mind too bad since they're down inside the dirt. But yeah, we're getting a good standard crop here for potatoes, and I'm planning doing Yukon Gold. I've got those seed potatoes in my pantry. They're already putting out chits, so everything's getting ready but me, and I'm about to get ready. So make a quick turn on this last one over here, and I'll be done with these for now. And like I said, next week we'll be planting, and again I plan on planting Yukon Gold, which did really well in here this year, in my opinion anyway. And I'm going to plan on doubling the size of what I planted last year this time. We did good with what we had, but we're thinking of trying to get more at the beginning and then later in the fall. Right now the plan is to when these are done, instead of planting sweet potatoes like I did last year, we're going to plant another planting of these Yukon Golds for the fall. So that's what we got in mind. I got one more box to do right there, and I'll be knocking off for the day. Well, that makes it short and sweet today, but that's kind of what's keeping me busy. Those three things: working on the garden beds, taking care of the chickens, getting my potato beds ready. I didn't even mention this little greenhouse behind me. I'll be working on that and getting things ready in there as I'm propagating the plants and taking cuttings and putting roots together. I will be doing some seed starting in there very shortly when the nights get a little bit warmer, and see what we can do with that. Of course, I still have lots of work to do out there. But those three things keep me busy, and just wanted to give you an update this week, and we'll be looking forward to talking to you again next week. And by the way, my name is Don, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm glad you came along. If you're not, you're regular, I appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button down there and take care of that for me. I would appreciate it very much. And in the meantime, I'll be talking with you guys later, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Take care.